welcome all my Bozy Bo listeners. This is the 5th episode of the Bozy Bo podcast. Bozy Bo is designed to help your children drift off into a peaceful sleep, help soothe their little minds, and calm any of the day's anxiety that may have built up. This podcast combines relaxation techniques with beautiful and ethereal stories. If you and your little ones enjoy this podcast, please subscribe, and every week all new episodes of the Bozy Bo podcast will be in your library list automatically for you to enjoy. We'd also love to hear from you with any feedback or suggestions. Our contact details can be found in the description notes of this podcast. I would like to tell you all that if at any time any of my listeners who may be budding authors would like to send their own stories to the podcast, it would be my pleasure to read them out. Perhaps speak to your parents first and ask them if that could be okay. I can be contacted on my website, which is www.bozybopodcast.com. Okay, my little Bozy Bows, I would like you to find a comfortable position. Are you comfortable? That's good. Before we start our story tonight, I would like you to feel as relaxed as you can be. You don't have to join in if you don't want to, but you might enjoy it. I would like you to take a deep breath through your nose and out of your mouth. And you're going to imagine your muscles melting away. Now, with your eyes closed, I would like you to begin noticing the sounds and smells around you. You're going to become aware of what's around you. Pay attention to what you sense and feel. If you are at home, listen for sounds that your home makes, like the television downstairs or the sound of your central heating. If you can't hear any of those things, you could even focus on how you are breathing. Keep your breathing as you would normally. With your eyes still closed, you will find you notice things more clearly. Notice what you see with your eyes closed. You may see shapes or even blobs of colour moving around. Now take one more deep breath in through your nose and slowly release your breath out through your mouth. Well done. Now that that's done, are you ready for my story? Then I shall begin. Tonight's episode is called Woolfy Woo and Cwtchy. Cwtchy was an owl, and Woolfy Woo loved to howl. At night they'd run around the forest deep, and in the daytime they would sleep. But what Cwtchy loved to do was play a trick on Woolfy Woo. He'd disappear and pretend he was gone. Woolfy Woo would howl a song. When Cwtchy jumped out on him, Woolfy jumped out of his Woolfy Woo skin. How Cwtchy would laugh with might at how Woolfy Woo jumped with fright. Poor Woolfy Woo, he was a sensitive soul, nervous, shy, and would hide in holes. But Cwtchy would take his flight and ensure that his Woolfy friend was all right. He'd fly alongside Woolfy Woo, and they'd talk for hours about their favourite food. Now you'd think that Woolfy would be the bravest of the pair, being a wolf with lots of hair. He had big long teeth and a big grey mane, but he was scared of everything, even the rain. So one fine night, Cwtchy asked him why. He was so scared of the dark, and it made him cry. Because, he said, I cannot see as well as you, and it scares me. Woolfy said, things look very different in the dark. What what could be a tree looks like a shark, whose bite is ferocious and worse than my bark. The mangrove looks slimy with poisonous moss, even though by day I know it's safe to cross. The benches where humans sit to eat look like big ugly trolls with big scary feet. And bushes that by day filled with gladiolus seem to turn into monsters with big red eyes. "Oh, Woolfy," said Cwtchy, "I feel really bad for scaring you more and making you sad. I didn't realize your situation, but you do know that it's all just your imagination. You obviously have a creative brain where everyday things scare you out of your mane." Cwtchy asked Woolfy, "Can I offer some advice? Could you try turning them into something that's nice?" "Like the tree that you spoke of could be an aardvark who stands collecting tickets at an amusement park. And the mangrove that looks like it has poisonous moss could be a lake filled with marshmallows and pink candy floss. The benches where humans sit down to eat could be a meeting place to twitter for all the parakeets. And bushes that by day that are filled with gladiolus could be a beautifully wrapped present inside a nice surprise." Woolfy Woo smiled at Cwtchy Coo. "Thank you, Cwtchy," said Woolfy Woo. "Sometimes just thinking in a positive way can change how you feel and brighten your day." Well, my little Bosy Bows, hopefully you are nearly asleep. If not, just try and think of something that's happened today that made you smile. And as you do, take a long, deep breath in through your nose and out through your mouth. For now, I wish you the sweetest of dreams and a very good night.